Hello, LGBT community. Today's the day that I reveal to you the results of my queer Kpop census for 2021. As you can see, I had just over 1,500 responses, which is way more than I ever imagined that I would get. So thank you to everybody who filled this out. As you can see, starting with the first question, which is just name your identity, the majority of the people that filled out this form were bi or pan. Probably going to separate those answers out next year because there are quite a few of you, 47.8% to be exact. The next most common identity was lesbian at 33.8%. Then trans or non-binary at 23.3%. Queer is 15.1%. Gay is 7.3%. Asexual 14.4%. And this little 0.1% right here is intersex. I hope the one person that is intersex that filled out this survey felt very validated. We also obviously got a lot of write-in answers. Most popular among these were demisexual, aromantic, unlabeled, and gender fluid. We also got one person that identified as a gender crisis, which I thought was pretty funny. Now on to the meat and potatoes, so to speak, of this video, which is what are your main bias groups. I allowed everybody to pick up to 3, and as you can see, Stray Kids very much took the lead with just over 32%, 485 votes out of the 1,500. Very strong showing indeed. I expected them to do well, but I did not expect them to beat out any of the girl groups, so congrats to you, Stray Kids. You've earned it by being very overwhelmingly gay. Next up, we have Dreamcatcher with 24.2% of the vote. As you can see, they just barely came out ahead of Luna by only 4 votes. It was very close. They were neck and neck the entire time, pretty much. The survey was going on. Actually, Stray Kids, Luna, and Dreamcatcher were all neck and neck there for a while, but then Stray Kids started pulling ahead towards the end. Next, we have BTS, 21.4%. Twice is 19.2%. TXT, 18.6%. ATEEZ at 17.6%, NCT All Units at 14.5%, Red Velvet at 11.2%, Mamamoo at 10.2%, ITZY at 9.8%, 17 right behind them by 1 vote at 9.7%. Then we dip down a little bit to Blackpink at 6.6%, Day6 5.6%, G-Idol at 4.7%, Monsta X at 4.5%, The Boys at 4.3%, and obviously it just keeps getting lower and lower from here. I'll do a quick scroll through so you can see, just in case you're curious. Now down here you might notice that there's actually a couple of different hyphens, and that's because this was a write-in answer, and this was by far the most popular of all the write-in answers. Another really popular write-in answer was Pentagon. ONEUS did pretty well with the write-ins, and also Treasure, so I gotta make sure I put those on the survey proper next year. Now moving on to your favorite solo artist, as you can see, there was a lot of variety, but the majority of people did pick the people that I thought would be picked, which were Taemin, Sunmi, Chang'e. We also have IU hanging in right behind there, and Hyuna. And then we've got Holland, which it makes sense because he is an actually gay artist. Taeyeon did pretty well as well. We got a lot of write-ins for Alexa and Jessie, some Wano as well. And also just a lot of random answers where only 5 or less people voted for that person, but still valid nonetheless. And now on to my favorite section of the survey, which is the Who is your ultimate bias section. This was the only question on here that was optional, but as you can see, most people did choose to give an answer, 1,459 people to be exact, and I did go through and tally every single one of these responses, so I have some fun stats for you guys. So the top 20 most biased idols among the LGBTs according to this survey are as followed. We have Luna's Chu with 21 votes, Blackpink's Rosé with 22 votes, BTS's J-Hope also with 22 votes, Twice's Sana with 22 votes, Subin from TXT with 23 votes, Changbin from Stray Kids with 25 votes, RM from BTS with 25 votes, Jimin from BTS with 25 votes, 10 from NCT with 25 votes, Chaeyoung from Twice with 26 votes, Hongjoon from ATEEZ with 28 votes, Moonbyul from Mamamoo also with 28 votes, Yeonjun from TXT with 31 votes, Dami from Dreamcatcher with 31 votes, Han from Stray Kids with 43 votes, Xion from Dreamcatcher with 43 votes, Lino from Stray Kids with 45 votes, Bangchan from Stray Kids with 45 votes, Felix from Stray Kids with 60 votes, and finally, Yoongi from BTS with a whopping 101 votes. Now, I also broke this down by identity, so for the Arrow Ace people, they most commonly said Yoongi. For Bi and Pan people, there was a tie between Yoongi and Felix. For those who chose gay, it was a tie between Yoongi, VV from Luna, and Hyunjin from Luna, not the twink. For the lesbians, it was Moonbyul from Mamamoo. For the trans and non-binary folks, it was Yeonjun from TXT. And for those who chose queer, it was too scattered to pick a winner. Yoongi did win by 2 votes, but there was also 10 other people that were just as close. And yeah, those are the queer K-pop census results for 2021. Thank you so much for participating if you voted in the survey, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. Also, be sure to check out the main video that this survey was created for, which is the top 20 gayest K-pop fandoms, according to this survey results and also several other variables. So check that video out, and all my other videos if you really want to. Follow me on TikTok and all my other social medias, which should be linked in the description below, and I will catch you guys later. Goodbye.